Hey everyone, this is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading, I'm going to put this beautiful amethyst here for healing and motivation and clarity for all of us, okay? And today's reading is called What Would They Say If They Weren't Total Chicken Shits, okay? Like if they had any balls or any ovaries about them, what would they say if they weren't too chicken, okay? And then in the extended reading, we're going to look at what does the future hold for this connection and your best move in response to this person, okay? So join me for the extended reading afterwards if you'd like to. The description box below has a link to my Vimeo channel, so you can go there and purchase that if you like. Also, I have how to follow me on Instagram below. My account's private, but if you friend request me, I will approve you. And what else? Oh, if you want to purchase a private reading with me, there's also details below on how to do that. So thank you so much, you guys, for being here today with me. I'm excited to do your reading. I have oracle cards pre-shuffled here. I don't know what they are. There's quite a few of them. And there's some good decks in here. In fact, a new deck that I just got as well is in here. So I'm really excited to work with that. And as far as the piles go, let's go ahead and tune in, okay? So we have pile number 1 with the blue tea light. We have pile number 2 with the red tea light. And we have pile number 3 with the yellow tea light, okay? So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Please choose whatever pile resonates for you and click your, you can click directly below to go straight to your pile. You can also watch multiple piles if you're dealing with multiple people, okay? Which I know some of you are because you're naughty. I have naughty subscribers, okay? So what would they say if they weren't too chicken, guys? Let's go ahead. We're gonna put aside piles 2 and 3 for now and go into pile number 1. Okay. So let's get comfortable. I always have to get comfortable. I'm a Taurus, so we always have to be comfortable, right? But here for you, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. We have the blue tea light. If you chose the blue tea light, you are here for your pile. And you are also here to hopefully get some healing for your throat chakra as well. If any of you have been having like a lump in your throat or a sore throat or just haven't been able to get the words out lately, this is a good pile for you. Then I think your messages are gonna be on point, okay? And we have the question today is what would they say to you if they weren't too chicken, okay? If they grew any kind of balls or any kind of ovaries, what would they say to you, all right? And then in the extended reading, which you can click below to go to the extended, what does the future hold for this connection? And then your best move in response to this person, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it, pile number 1. What would they say if they weren't too chicken? Unrequited love, okay? So this one's like has a real milady vibe here, like milady, won't you look at me? Won't you pay attention to me? Won't you, you know, stop hanging back in the shadows and pay attention to me and look at me, right? There's a real vibe there. Trust, this situation is calling for you to have faith, okay? And we have here, we have this song called Fuck Dave by Drama. Maybe some of you are dealing with someone named Dave or David, but it says, loving you is cold, loving you is lonely, loving you is pointless, loving you is holding me back inside, I'm back in life with you. Fuck Dave by this group called Drama, okay, by this woman called Drama. You can look up the song, it's actually called Fuck Dave. So what would this person say if they had any kind of balls? I wish I could share my good news with you. Okay, so some of them have good news to share. We have, I replay our conversations over and over. Yeah, I think they might have come off very cold to you and like they don't care, but actually they do, and they keep replaying their conversations. This is the deepest desires here, and it says, fuck me here, fuck me there, please just fuck me anywhere, okay? So they actually are a little bit more pathetic than they let on. Pile number 1 is what I feel like. It says, intimacy, I crave, your bod, I do too. There's nobody else who can do what you do. Okay, so this person is craving intimacy from you and is craving your body, but they're acting like they don't care. And probably some of them are not even really speaking to you right now. I know it's been hard. I know it's been long. You're limiting yourself by saying it's wrong, okay? So some of them are wanting to have pleasure with you and have sex with you and all of that, but they're, they know it's been hard to deal with them. I think that is what they're also admitting here. It's been hard to trust them. It's been hard to deal with them. And, part of having a lover in your life is also getting to share intimate things with them too. It's not just, fucking constantly, which is great, right? Pile number one, but being able to have intimacy and share good news with someone. I'm also getting a sacral chakra vibe here with the orange here. And I think, this person is wanting you a lot more than they really act like. We have heart chakra, lack of self-love and compassion, attachment. Practice detachment and focus on loving yourself unconditionally. This will assist your counterpart to do the same. Okay, so they need their throat, their sacral, and their heart chakra. They need an upgrade. Union is close. You are almost there. Yeah, again, we have here Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. Okay, so this person is being guided in the subtle realms to you. We have the stingray. Okay, that speaks. And then look at all the chakras lined up here. This person, I do think, is energetically drawn into you, but they act like they can't be bothered with the eagle. They stay above the situation. They hover above it. They look into it. They watch you, but they don't give any indication that they want all of this with you. And that's annoying, right? Pile number one, I feel like it's very annoying. And they could have other people in their life too. They could have other people that want them. They could be, highly popular. This is a person, I feel like, who it doesn't have any trouble getting a date, but they're very fucking cold, okay? Like, they're very cold, they're very lonely, and the vibe that they give off is that love is pointless, okay? And that any relationship would just hold them back, right? But the problem is that they very much want union, and they replay the conversations that they've had with you over and over. And I think some of them might have royally fucked up here too with the stingray. Like, they think, I get the feeling that this person thinks that they're too cool for school at times, and they think that, they know what's happening and they always have the upper hand in every situation. But I think with you, honestly, I feel like this person, like, they tried to reach out and touch you and they went, woo, like they got a shock from it in a way. You might have told them no, like you might have told them, I'm not, like, that's not the kind of guy or girl I am. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. They might have came in really hard, like the eagle, to like swoop in on you. And you might have been like, take 5 steps back, motherfucker, And I think this person, because I think you might have sensed, pile number one, intuitively, that this person has some issues with trust and, could be potentially unavailable here with this unrequited love. Okay, but this person is very cerebral here with the eagle, and they definitely did not expect that you were going to just pretty much shock them in that way, like shock them out of their coldness and detachment is what I feel. And they are craving intimacy with you. And some of them, are they have good news in their life right now, but they have no one to share it with you. And it's lonely and it's pointless, right? Like, what the hell is the point of life? I mean, eagles are beautiful creatures, aren't they? But they're also detached in a way. They fly up in the sky and nobody can really touch them, and you notice them and you're like, that's a beautiful bird, right? But you can't really touch it. And they might feel like they really can't touch you, okay, as well. Like, you're just out of bounds for them is what I feel too. So they actually want to get a little bit closer to you, but they're afraid. They're afraid of, so if you felt rejected by this person, pile number one, don't feel rejected, because they're not open enough to let anyone in the first place, I feel like. And they could have their spirit family around them telling them, look, there are good things coming for you in love and intimacy. There are helpers in the subtle realms, but they have to be open to it. And right now, like, you know, the way they come off is just wanting to fuck, okay? Fuck me here, fuck me now, fuck me there, please just fuck me anywhere. Like, and I feel like they get chained into their desires as well, pile number one. Like they become chained and like a slave to their desires in a way. But, you know, and it could be that love stung them in the past, right? And their chakras got all fucked up from it. Love shocked them. And then now they just choose to fly above it all and to try to be above it all. But the thing is this person, look at this, with this hug around his neck here, this person is telling you, like, I'm sorry, I know it's hard to care for me, and I know it's hard to love me because I'm detached and I don't show you enough emotion, right? And I don't listen to you like I should. But this person craves, I'm talking craves, hugs and intimacy and closeness, even though they don't act like it, okay? They really do. They crave it, all right? Intimacy I crave, and your body I do too. So they're throwing, like, they want you sexually as well, but this person is actually craving intimacy more than anything else, okay? Because they sometimes feel very lonely. This might be a person who's very successful, and but their love life has always been kind of a nightmare. Like they haven't been able to really get what they want. They focus on the wrong things, though. They focus on the wrong things, pile number one. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot here and say, what would they say if they weren't so damn chicken? What would they say? Judgment, you awakened me. You helped me open my eyes. I feel like my ears are ringing right now. You helped me see the truth about my life and the way that I've been living. You put a stop. You halted certain energetic patterns in me and called them out for what they were. You made me understand, like, what am I valuing in my life? And do I even give a shit about my heart? Do I even give a shit about what can, you know, I feel like you have matured them in a way, like mentally. Like this person could have showed up to you as kind of an immature energy, and I feel like you are forcing them to really take a look at where they're going in their life, because you're the real deal, pile number one. When you show up, you don't show up as a fronter or a faker, okay? And this person could have tried to show up that way to you, and you were like, hell to the fucking no, okay? And we have the Four of Wands here. We have the Nine. Oh, I knew the Queen of Swords was going to come up in this reading. I absolutely knew it. I just totally had a feeling, because this loving you is cold, loving you is empty, loving you is pointless. This is so much like the Queen of Swords energy. I feel like this person has been blocking their happiness for a long time. They've been in their single, sexy, cool energy with the Nine of Pentacles, and but they don't let people in, okay? And their angels are pushing them right now. This is the Council of Light around them, are pushing them because they need to grow up and they need to have some healing, okay? And I do think that if this person admits it, they're looking for someone who's very spiritual like them with the Star card, somebody who takes care of themselves and takes pride in themselves, and somebody who can make a happy home and can make a nice home. If that's you, pile number one, and this person, you felt rejected by this person for any reason, they came at you with the Queen of Swords energy and acted like they didn't care, this person is going to realize, judgment, karma, is going to realize, like, they had a real deal sitting in front of them, and they just kind of, you know, they poo-pooed it, is what they did here, and they were just like, you know, peace the fuck out, right? And so, yeah, I do think their angels are slapping them on their behinds and are saying, you know, what are you trying to do here? What are you trying to do with your life? Like, you're gonna what, block yourself forever? You're gonna block your blessings forever? You're gonna look like someone of value in the eye and just act like, I don't care, or act like a spoiled brat, right? So I definitely feel like you called them out on some shit, and they, you know, they were shooketh. Pile number one, they were shooketh by you, because you came through as pure energy. You came through as the star, as pure energy, pure inspiration, pure hope, pure love, and you looked good as hell too. Like you carried yourself well, you carried yourself with an air of maturity, you carried yourself with a curiosity towards this person. And if this person hasn't seen your home, I think they understand that you could create a very lovely home, even if it's 12:12 on my clock right now too. Even if you're like balling on a budget, you don't have the most money, like this person knows that you're going to really take care of yourself and your home, and that you care for others as well too. You showed up with a very caring, open, loving heart chakra, and this person was like, holy shit, rude awakening for them. This person could be a businessman or a businesswoman, but they stay locked in their energy, okay? They stay locked in unfortunate energy. And I'm getting like a Taurus or a Capricorn vibe, a Cancer vibe, a Gemini vibe here, okay? But unfortunately, they stay locked. Their work is very important to them, but they stay locked in in a no can go kind of a place, and no can do kind of an attitude towards love. They have a no can do attitude towards love. And you probably walked away from this connection like, what the fuck, excuse me for all my swearing here, but you probably walked away from this connection feeling a little bit stung, and it probably messed with your chakra body a little bit as well too. Your energetic body is what I'm seeing. Yeah, you were like, some of you might have been waiting on this person, waiting on them to come forward. And they're like, it's going to be a cold day in hell before I come forward. Okay, pile number one's person, now you're pissing me off, right? Like you have been, in your really, in this energy of waiting to see what happens. And I think you've been neutral in a way. Like I do feel like you've been neutral, like just waiting and watching and observing and seeing what happens and how it plays out. Here's that Four of Pentacles I found earlier, okay? This person blocks love, happiness, and warmth, okay? And they block it. Why do they block it? Why is this person so blocking of this energy? Why are they so blocking? Ace of Swords. Okay, well, we have the throat chakra here. Maybe they are just afraid they could just simply have a problem communicating. This person could be a person who is not the greatest communicator, although the Ace of Swords is upright here. They could be all talk though. That's the other thing, is they could be all talk, no action. What's the deal? Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah, I think that they they try to present a good, like, that they know, like, I don't think this person is in that great of shape mentally, pile number one. I think they pretend that they are, that they have mental capabilities and faculties, and that they could very well be a very sharp and logical person in their everyday life, but they worry a lot. With this Nine of Swords, they worry a lot and they stress a lot on situations. And maybe they did that in the past and they're so used to hiding. I think this person honestly has hang-ups about letting people get close to them, because they don't really know how to let someone get close to them, is what I feel, pile number one. And you showed up as like this amazing energy and someone that they could actually get close to, but I don't feel like they're still stuck in this energy, this Four of Pentacles energy. So they present as being very logical and on point, but behind that, I think they're very nervous about love in general. I don't feel they have enough experience with love, honestly. Even if they're 50 fucking years old, I don't think that they've had enough experience with love. So that's why they struggle. Any other advice here, Spirit? Do you have any other advice here? Page of Wands. Yeah, this person needs to soften their heart, right? They need to soften their heart chakra, and they need to show up as a lot more abiding and allowing towards others and more accepting of people. I feel like this person puts on a show sometimes, and they're not very like, they would rather build the Great Wall of China than melt their hearts. They need to basically they need to have some humility, and they need to make a fool of themselves in love. Like, their guides are telling them, it's okay if you make a fool of yourself in love. Like, you know, take a fucking risk already, you know? Don't be such a tight ass. Like, this person has a stick up their ass in a way, I feel like. Their guides are like, you need to they need to open up their root chakra. Some of them probably need to have some kind of ass play. I'm sorry, pile number one. They probably need some type, maybe even if they're a guy or whatever, they just need to give themselves over to the experience and really relax. Some of them need a vacation too, is what I'm seeing. All right. So pile number one, that was your reading. And on the extended reading, we'll go into what does the future hold for this connection and your best move in response to this, okay? So thank you so much, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope it was beneficial for you. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and go with pile number two. So pile number two, you had the red tea light here, okay? And the red resonates with the root chakra and represents sexuality, our issues around survival, our issues around, for instance, you know, all of our physical needs, food, sleep, sex, water, the need to stay grounded and be with the earth. Like, this is all very root chakra energy. Okay, so you guys picked, it's also sexual, like when we have sex with someone, it's root chakra hookup. Okay, so what would this person say to you if they weren't such a bullshit chicken shit person, right? No, I'm just kidding. Your person's probably not, I don't know, we'll see if they're bullshit or not, but if they grew any kind of balls or any kind of ovaries, what would they say to you if they weren't so chicken? Okay, pile number two, let's take a look. We have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. We have chemistry, there's a strong magnetic connection here, okay? And then we have this song. You say that's your boyfriend. You say I'm out of line. Funny, he said I could call him anytime. You say I'm wrong, but if that's your boyfriend, he wasn't last night. It's a song called If That's Your Boyfriend, He Wasn't Last Night by Michelle Digicello. I can never pronounce her name. Okay, so let's see what else comes up here. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Okay, so you could be involved with someone else, pile number two, and this person has so much chemistry with you, or they could be involved with someone else, but they stay up at night awake thinking of you. I wish I could take back my words, okay? So some of them might have come on too strong with the flirting and the chemistry here, and they might have told you like, I'm getting this could be someone from your past as well, pile number two. This could be someone you had a connection with in the past. Like, I'm talking more distant past, not somebody you met like 3 weeks ago, okay? And I also get for some of you, this is someone that you met that you had a crush on at your job, okay? For a small section of you, I do feel like this is someone that you had, you guys could tell there was energy there and you had kind of a crush on each other, but it didn't happen for some of you, okay? So, because probably they were too chicken shit, right? It says, lay on your back, take all of me in. There is something so sexy about the moans and the breathing, okay? So, Jesus, pile number two. I'm madly in love with every last inch when inside of you. It's like a dream. I must pinch myself, okay? We have coming together to make two become one would be absolutely incredible. Please give me a son. Okay, or a daughter, right? Like, you don't need to have a son with this person. It could be a daughter too, but this woman here is pregnant, I feel like. And we have here synchronicity. Pay attention. The signs are guiding you back together. Stop ignoring the call of spirit, animals, numbers, and songs. Okay, so this person could have ignored the call of spirit and was with someone else, but really, really desperately wanted to be with you and was madly in love with you and never really expressed that. I just got Craigslist missed opportunities. You know how people used to post on Craigslist, like, I saw this girl standing in, you know, the train station and her hair was blowing in the wind, and you know, it was a winter day and I walked past her and I was just like, holy shit. And then they post and then they're like, I missed this opportunity with you. And I feel like that you guys had an insane amount of chemistry together. And this is a person that thought of having a family with you as well, is what I'm seeing for some of you here. Lay on your back and take all of me in. I feel like this person has fantasized about you for a very long time, okay? And there could have just been timing was not right here in this connection, because you guys could have both been with different people. But I numb myself to escape reality and my feelings. So I think some of them were actually numbing themselves out to thoughts of fantasy with you. And whenever I'm doing a reading too, and I get the feeling the camera's watching me, that tells me your person also watches you. If this is someone from a connection from a while ago, they definitely watch you. They try to keep tabs on you. Even if this is someone from a long, long time ago, pile number 2 for some of you, they still keep tabs on you. Like, they still want to know what you're up to and where you are. They still try to energetically connect with you, especially later at night. They try to, still connect with you here. For some of them, they came on too strong, all right? And they maybe just, were trying to really, and they came on too strong. So they wish they could take back their words. I also feel like some of them, if you had past dealings with this person, if they said things at the end of your connection that were very hurtful or harmful, like when things ended or when you guys parted ways or stopped speaking, I feel like they really, really regret what they said, okay? Because they didn't say the right thing in that moment. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. Yeah, some of them just really want to find healing in this connection with you, is what I'm getting. I feel like they've been searching for answers. I feel like they have fantasies of bringing you flowers and asking for your forgiveness. Some of them, for some of you, this person could live in the desert or want to move to a desert, is what I'm seeing here. Or you could live in a desert. But I feel like this person is very bashful. I just got that word when it comes to stepping forward, to talking to you about what happened. I feel like you guys have a really cool, like flirtatious, a lot of chemistry. You guys had a very flirtatious vibe. And then something happened in this connection where you just couldn't, like the timing, I'm getting timing was off. It was like Craigslist missed opportunity. Ooh, Scorpion. All right, some Scorpios here. You know that, and the spider. Oh, right. Like that is intense, you guys. That's really fucking intense. I feel like this could be like an Aries Scorpio connection, or this could be like an Aries Libra connection, or a Scorpio Gemini connection. I mean, I feel like this is a very intense connection between you guys. Like the fire burns fucking brightly in this connection, pile number 2. I'm touching my hair right now. I feel like this person really loved your hair. They liked playing with your hair, touching your head, giving you head massages is what I'm seeing too. Like they could have liked washing your hair in the shower, like washing you in the shower, or had fantasies of that. Okay, and I'm seeing that, a complex web was like around this connection. It was a very complex web, and there could have been other people involved or outside circumstances that were impacting this connection. This person was like, I got caught in your spider web. God damn, God damn, God damn, God damn. Like I just hear them saying that, don't bite my head off, right? So I do think that they really, really got caught up with you. And some of them could have had like another spouse, but they got so caught up with you in the fantasy, or they could have had another person in their life and they wanted to get away from that. I do feel like their soul yearns for you, pile number 2. And I'm not just saying this and your person wants you to know they're not, because I feel like I'm channeling them right now. They're not just saying that to say it. Like, it actually is true. I feel like this person with the Scorpion here, I feel like they could have stung you with the words that they said, and they could have stung you with the way that this situation went down. And right now they are numbing themselves to escape their feelings, because they just want to be, they want you to let they want you to let them completely overtake your energy and your body. Like some of them loved kissing you deeply. For those of you that actually this connection made it to physical, like they loved kissing you deeply. This is a person who I feel like doesn't do things half-assed. They could have, I'm getting strong cologne right now. I feel like some of them could have had stronger cologne or perfume, but I feel like this person, like they kind of overwhelm your senses. Like after you were with them, you were still feeling their energy and their body. Like you're still feeling like the ghost of them on you. I feel like this person feels the same towards you. And, you know, if they would come forward, they would say, you know, I still think about you. I lay awake thinking about you. With Scorpios, you guys, it's an interesting thing. This could be Scorpio rising, moon, or sun. Like, you know, they don't let shit go easily. If they loved you, and I mean truly loved you, like really, they have a hard time letting go, okay? And so, and letting go is a very complex, like, experience for them, okay? I'm also getting that this person loves your creativity and your energy and how you vibrate. Like, I feel like for some of you, I don't know if you resonate with rainbow, like there's the new rainbow children, or if you have that kind of a spirit, but you're a very, you know, you are very expansive. Some of you could be Sagittarians here. I'm also getting Libras, but you're a very expansive person. And I think this person just wanted to, you know, they kept wanting to come towards you. And I feel like they still want to come towards you. Okay. And they've got those scorpion, they're trying to come get you in your spider web. I feel like, and you're like, you know, I'm walking in a spider web. So leave a message and I'll call you back. Right. That's a song by the group No Doubt. Anyway, and Gwen Stefani was a Libra actually. So I do feel that Libra energy in this reading. But I do think that this person could have stung you on the way out the door. And Scorpios can be like that. They don't fuck around. Like, you know, the situation could have been a Scorpio too. Like it could have been a clandestine kind of under the table, underworld kind of situation. And, you know, it eventually had to end. But ultimately, this person is still hung up on a flower. They're still hung up on you. Pile number 2 is what I feel like. I'm hung up, I'm caught up in you is what I just heard. Okay. So pile number 2, I feel like I could go, your person's very talkative. I feel like Gemini energy, possibly. I could feel like I could go on for a while here with your person because they're open with me, but let's go ahead and take it to the extended reading. What does the future hold for this connection and your best move in response to this person? Okay. So thank you so much. Oh, actually, you know what? Pile number 2, I didn't even read your tarot cards. My goodness. We are not done yet. Oh my God. Okay, let's just get a few tarot cards. I got caught up in that. I was really caught up in your person. My goodness. Okay, pile number 2, let's get some tarot cards here. What would they say if they weren't too chicken? What would they say? Oh, I want to give you the offer. I want back in. Let me back in. Let me back in between those legs. I want to come back. Let me come back, baby, baby, baby. I want to come back. I feel like your person's talking to me like that. Yeah, 10 of Cups, give it to me, baby, right? I feel like they're just like, I want the future with you. The future is wide open. I could see a future for us. They might have been very idealistic about this connection though. And because it didn't really get to go as far as it should have, I feel like that's why they are constantly like hang on to the hope that it might go somewhere is what I'm seeing. Queen of Wands. So if you're an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, this is a double for you. If you have a black cat, this is a double message for you. Take it times 10. I feel like they, you know, like they just see you as a beautiful, like I mentioned earlier with the spider, this creative energy, also nurturing, mothering, and creative is what they see your energy as. And you're an interesting person as well, pile number 2. I'm getting that you're very interesting. You have unique views. You do unique things with your time. I'm seeing like people who like rollerblade or roller skate. Some of you might wear your hair in pigtails sometimes too. I'm just getting it. I'm just getting that. Or like knee-high stockings. Like some of you just have kind of like a Pippi Longstocking kind of vibe. I don't know, you guys, but I'm just getting that you have like a youthful spirit. Even if you're older, like you're still very youthful. Definitely Leo energy here. Like you'd like to be noticed and seen. But you also are, you know, you also are not like really caught up in your ego. Even though you're very like fun and interesting, you don't get caught up in your ego like a lot of other people do. And even if you are like looking good, you're at the height of like your sexual powers right now, pile number 2, I feel like you're not egotistical about it, and that's what your person really remembers about you or really likes about you, is that you have all these amazing qualities, but you don't rub it in other people's faces or act like an asshole about it. Okay, I feel like this is basically just a love letter to you, what they would say if they weren't too chicken. Okay, what would they say if they weren't too chicken? Oh yeah. Shit. Yeah. They're like, I'm so sick of just hanging on this goddamn cross. They might like the word goddamn because I feel like I've said it a gazillion times in this reading, but like, I'm so sick of hanging on this cross. I'm tired of it. Like, I've waited and waited and waited, and I've been patient, and yeah, some of this is my fault, and because I didn't act and I didn't do what I should have done, but girl or boy, I want you back, okay? And I see a future, right? Like they are like, come at it, come with me, right? So they're looking at you. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. If this is a same-sex connection too, like a girl on girl or guy on guy, take this as a double message for you too, because I have the 2 queens here. One of you could be an earth sign, the other one could be a fire sign. And for those of you that are not here for the same sex message, I also feel like this person deeply regrets choosing someone else over you, okay? Like someone here deeply regrets not making the right decision and choosing they might have made the safe choice instead of like the passionate choice. And I do think that they actually wonder if their life would have taken a different path with you, okay? So some of them are still very hung up on you here with the Hangman, all right? And that's what I'm seeing, pile number 2. So interesting reading. In the extended reading, we'll go into what does the future hold for this connection? Will they reach out, etc.? And your best move in response to this person, okay? So thank you so much, pile number 2. And sorry, I almost missed pulling your tarot cards. I feel like shit just got a little crazy there. Lovers is here, which means Gemini energy as well, okay? So thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get into pile number 3. Okay, pile number 3, you guys chose the yellow tea light here. I've got this beautiful yellow tea light. So we have solar plexus energy. I am, I will. It's that Mars driving force that we show our personality, where we show what we want, where we go after what we want with the solar plexus, okay? And it also has to do with digestion, etc. So you guys picked the yellow tea light, and we are looking at what would they say if they weren't such a chicken shit, okay? Pile number 3, if they grew some balls or some ovaries, what would they say to you? And in the extended reading, we're going to go into what does the future hold for this connection and your best move in response to this person. So if you would like to join me on the extended reading, you can click the link below, okay? I feel like this like hyper energy on your pile. So let's see. Let's get into it. What would they say if they weren't such a chicken? Already I just heard the message, I'm not a chicken, F you, right? So your person could have an attitude. But let's see. They're like, I'm not chicken. What do you mean? Let's see. Romantic feelings. You and your feelings are real and worth exploring, okay? And then we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, okay? And then we have, ooh, keep your hands off her by the Black Keys. She's all mine. I love the way she walks. I love the way she talks. Keep your hands off my girl. She don't belong to you. Yeah, your person's sassy. Pile number 3. I just got chills. They're like, don't speak for me. I'll speak for myself in this reading. All right, pile number 3's person. It's time for me to heal now, okay? So there could have been some jealousy in your connection. This person could have had like really deep romantic feelings for you, but maybe you didn't exactly, maybe you were dating others, or you were engaging on alternative lifestyles. For those of you that watching this that are polyamorous, there just might have been something for those of you that are monogamous that went down having to do with jealousy. I do feel that. I look for you everywhere. It's time for me to heal now. Yeah, if this person is trying to create relationships with others right now and keeping an open mind about who their next connection could be, I feel like they look for you in their other connections, okay? And they try to get away from that, but they just can't. And some of them are kind of obsessive here with the keep your hands off her by the Black Keys, all right? So then we have, there's something so sweet about your soft little lips. Both sets, I'm sure, are heaven-sent gifts, okay? So they really like your down below the belt, and they also like your actual lips as well, too. All right, they're into it. Some of you could have some real DSLs, dick sucking lips is what I'm getting to. Like they could be really into that. Some of you might get lip injections too, is what I'm seeing here. But anyway, they love your lips, your sweet little lips. They're kind of perverted, right? You're like, what are you? Like, I don't know. They might like women or men that are younger than them. It says, pull down my pants and rip up my skirt. Just get it up in there. I don't care if it hurts. So some of you, I'm also getting here like a girl on girl vibe, and I'm getting like finger banging or finger banging with a straight couple as well too, but I'm definitely getting that. Someone here could like wearing skirts. Somebody here could love the color pink as well, is what I'm seeing. And the feminine in this connection has really, really like, I get that there was a lot of like, I'm just gonna rip your clothes off, kind of like pouncing energy in this connection. Even if you're like a very put together person, pile number 3, and you don't give off that vibe, there was just something in this connection. I get that you guys really loved each other's pheromones is what I'm getting, okay? It says, yeah, I was feeling this. I'm like, what is this, like daddy-daughter play, like whatever? I don't know. It says dominatrix, it's time for you to be punished, all right? So, and that comes out right under it's time to heal, like maybe some of you needed a safe word in this connection, but I definitely feel like this person has like a kinky dark side, right? Like they have like a 50 Shades of Grey, like, you know, Edward Lewis, Pretty Woman, circa 1995. Like they've got some kind of like kinky fetishy thing going on, okay? I want to be the only one who gets to see your naked body and soul. Yeah, this jealousy, right? Yeah, they look for you everywhere. Even if you guys are not to the point of having like a serious one-on-one connection yet, like you could have just met this person, but they're already like counting down the minutes and the days. And maybe, you know, for some of them, like you flaunted in their face, like that you could have other men or other women, and now this person's like trying to keep an open mind about who they, you know, but it's time for them to heal. Like some of them have just been up in their head with this connection, I feel. I see your face, smell your scent, and I hear your voice every single place I go. So if you guys are not in, this could be just a person who wants to see more of you, pile number 3. Like they want to see more of you. But for others of you, if this is a person you lost connection with, they are still hung up on you for sure. And they're trying to keep an open mind about their love life, but they can't get off you. You know what I mean? They're still on you. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, so this person needs boundaries when it comes to you because you infiltrate their energetic field, okay? And they could want you to set better boundaries. Like some of you might have really close male or female friends of the same sex, and that might, or for those of you that are LGBT, that might really bother them. Like they see them as competition. Or some of you who are straight, you have opposite sex friends who are very close to you, and they don't like that. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't like the fact that you have, like they feel threatened, I think sometimes, and some of them want you to have better boundaries about, you know, what you're doing. We have dragon here. Yeah. Dragon energy, and we have the frog. Well, it's kind of funny because the frog is kind of like a low budget dragon, all right? So some of them might have, like their higher self is like this stealthy, sexy dragon that can just come in and envelop you in their arms and is real keen and real smart and real seductive. But the frog is like a low budget. I hate to be mean to the frog here, but the frog is like a low budget dragon, I feel like. And sometimes they're acknowledging that they act like a low budget dragon. Like they can be toxic, they can be like, like raining on your parade, right? Like if you are like, I'm going out with my friends, they're like, oh really? When are you gonna be back? Or, or something like that. Or if you're having a good day and you're excited about something, they could be like in a crappy mood and just kind of rain on your parade a little bit is what I'm getting with this energy. And they could be kind of a jealous or envious person. I feel like they need to get into this dragon energy, which is like more protective, okay? It's not jealous, it's not stalkery, it's not whatever, but dragon energy is very protective and loving energy, okay? So they need to stop acting, if they've been acting toxic towards you, they're acknowledging that. They're like, I have some toxic energy that I have to work out, and and they could do that through doing some kind of BDSM here with this dominatrix energy. So I feel like, maybe they need to be put in their place. Maybe you need to tell them what's up, pile number 3. Some of them could be craving that, I feel like, too. Even if they are more dominating, I feel like they need to be called out if they're in this behavior. They're like, call me out, Like, I'll keep an open mind. I have romantic feelings towards you. I'll accept it and listen to it. Because I do think they're trying. I feel like they are trying to be a better person, pile number 3. They want to tell you that. But they get a little bit, they can get a little bit controlling-ish sometimes, or toxic-y sometimes, and they're acknowledging that they're trying to work on that and actually become like more protective, more loving, more more open, less I feel like they're open. Actually, I feel like they just need to become like more protective and caring and nurturing rather than like overbearing is what they're saying here. And actually the energies could be vice versa in this reading too. Not every reading do I get vice versa, but I am getting vice versa right now. So if this is describing you, pile number 3, then they're saying like, get into your higher energy here. Get into your higher dragon energy instead of being like a low budget dragon, okay? So roles could be reversed. They very much like do not want to leave you alone. I think they feel like someone is going to, actually, I'm getting this sick feeling kind of right now too in my solar plexus. Like some of them could get like a sick feeling, like whenever they think of you being with someone else or being around someone else, like this person doesn't want you to have, I feel like I need to calm your person down right now. Pile number 3's person, calm down. Everything is fine, like I feel like I have to tell them that, okay? So what would they say if they weren't such a chicken, pile number 3? What would they say if they weren't such a chicken? 7 of Cups. They'd say, I know that you have a lot of options and I can see that and it hurts me. But I'm the one that, what's that song by Mr. Big? I'm the one that wants to be with you. Deep inside, I know you can feel it too. Waited all my life just to be the next one to be with you. I think it's called To Be With You by Mr. Big. Some of you should look that song up. I'm the one who wants to be with you. All right. I'm just getting that in my head. Like I can see that you have these options and this person could feel like they're like a fuddy-duddy, or they could have like fuddy-duddy energy. Like they don't sometimes have confidence, because I feel like they're like this tiny turtle looking at all these options that you have. And so maybe some of them need a little reassurance too, that like you feel the same way. All right. So I'm the one that wants to be with you is what I'm getting. 2 of Cups. Yeah, that's it right there. If this is also a guy on guy connection, take it times 10, because there's 2 men in this photo. But yeah, they're like, I'm the one that wants to be with you. Like, stop wasting your time with all this other shit. Like, grow with me. I'm the one that wants to be with you. Don't let anyone else touch you. This person could like to wear like the same outfit as you sometimes. Like you guys like to look like you're like a couple together, like dressing kind of similar, like So one person doesn't overdress and one person doesn't underdress. There's this element of like being in sync with each other is what I'm getting. Now I'm getting in sync, the Backstreet Boys in sync. Man, some of them might like the 90s. I don't know, is what I'm getting. But let's see, what would they say if they weren't so damn chicken? They'd say, I am it. Stop wasting your time, right? Drop the other option. 3 of Wands, like, I'll wait for you. Like, some of them will say, like, I will wait for you. Drop these other options. I'm willing to do the work in this connection, right? This girl looks like she's about ready to punch this eagle. Yeah, I definitely feel like sacral sexual energy too. Like they're like, I can see all these other motherfucking options coming up on you, and I'm about to punch some of them. Some of them, if they would admit it, like if they could, like, you know, if some of them weren't so chicken, they would admit that sometimes they would like imagine themselves like getting in a brawl, you know, on your behalf, right? Physical violence isn't the thing, pile number 3's person. They're like, I know. But they just have this fantasy of, you know, like kind of like swooping in and like punching out the competition is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, 4 of Wands. They're like, fuck all these other people. Like, what's up with you and I, right? Like, let's get it together. Let's get it going on. And here's 2 women too. So if you're if you're lesbian or bisexual watching this and you're into women on women, like double it again here. But I feel like they want to have, you know, they want to tie you. Look at this red string of fate here. Some of them want to tie you up and tie your hands to the headboard. But I feel like they basically want the reassurance that, you know, you aren't going anywhere and that you are like, you know, you're keyed in on them. You're keyed into them and you're not going anywhere. Okay. Like they kind of want that reassurance is what I'm feeling here. Death. Okay. Scorpionic energy here as well. I'm also feeling that water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. But yeah, some of them are just very intense about how they treat this connection. And some of them are like, you know, badasses. Like they imagine themselves coming in and like just clearing everything out of your guys' path so that they can have you, all right? But sometimes they act a little bit ratchet, a little bit stank ass about this, okay? Like they might spy on you too. Like this is a pile where I feel like your person could drive by your house and be like, what's he or she up to, right? Like they could be doing some, you know, Angela Lansbury unsolved mysteries bullshit as well, to try to figure out what's going on with you, to make sure that, you know, and they just need to relax and stop acting like a low budget frog or low budget dragon. All right. So what would they say if they could? They would tell you the intensity of their feelings and what they intend to do with you. They're like, my intent is to marry you or to, you know, do a ceremony with you. My intent is to make this a real deal. Yeah, Ace of Cups. My intent is to marry you. Tower on the bottom of the deck. Anything that stands in our way, bye. You know, I feel like they're very intense about the connection, and yeah, it's like I feel like they've already determined that this is kind of it for them, okay? Ace of Cups, and if they fucked up and came on too strong, I can see that they're wanting to come on a little bit more gentle now. They're like, I'm sorry if I came on too strong, and I want to be more gentle, and I want to come on in a less, like, you know, crazed kind of way. And I really want to see what we can create here with each other once all this other bullshit, you know, is aside. I see the fish down here too. So definitely Pisces energy in this pile. I also feel Libra, Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, okay? Other signs, I just heard Aquarius as well. So yeah, I definitely feel like this person wants a rebirth in this connection with you, and they're sorry if they were a little too much is what I'm getting, okay? So thank you so much, pile number 3. I hope you will join me on the extended reading. What does the future hold for this connection and your best response to this person, okay? So thank you so much, you guys. Take care.